Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to make sure you know all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Don't miss out on all new episodes of Wade's World, Boob Windows and Long Boxes, our Hard R movie reviews, and so much more, all completely uncensored. Access starts for as little as $1 a month, full videos when you pledge $3 a month. Check us out at the link in all of our show notes, or just go straight to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Luca Parrott, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks Podcast.
In brightest day,
in blackest nights,
No evil shall escape my sight.
but those who worship evil's might.
beware my power.
Green Lantern's light. Hello and welcome back to another episode of Sector 2814, the Green Lantern Podcast. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, Master of the Court is.
I'm Will. Hi, everyone.
And he who dwells in eternal darkness, it is Kona.
Hey.
That's right, kids. Today we'll be talking Green Lantern 43 and annual number 2. That's right, kids. Bloodlines is upon us. You kids, you must subscribe to the YouTube just to see that Will's head just dropped. He was just probably like, I just read these. All right, so I was asking Will online, and he did nothing. Mr. Matt Kona, did you do anything for Free Comic Book Day?
No, but I did go to my local shop on Free Comic Book Day Eve and buy comic books for full price. So, you know what? I could have went to the comic book shop today, but it was just so hot. I was trying to minimize my my walking around just because I was working today. So, no. Was there any notable releases or cool things?
I mean,
I like it when stores do like different like sales and things like that.
I hit a sale. My guy, he gave for $10. He gave you a bag and says, however many comics you can slip in a bag, that's what you get for $10. I told Will, I got a stack like that big for like $10. You know, current comics, that's like 2 comics, but yeah, I got a whole stack of old comics. But no, Marvel put out like 2 issues for Free Comic Book Day, Kona, and one of them, it's like the intro to the upcoming Ben Reilly stuff. So,
That's cool.
Yes. For the you think Bloodlines will? Yes. In the Free Comic Book Day issue is Ben Reilly versus Bushwhacker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
Oh, it's this Chantal. What'd you say? I got Gloomhaven, Vampire, and Vampira books. I kept moving to Robotech. My store don't have it. Yeah, like I was telling Will, like I know he was saying his neck of the woods, it's like COVID central. I said, well, luckily my guy was having like a sidewalk sale.
That's cool.
Yeah, like like he's usually the only employee there, the guy who owns it, and but I guess he had his brother run stuff outside. So I was talking to his brother for the first time. I was like, man, he's at least buying you lunch, isn't he?
I hope so.
I think you work Free Comic Book Day. And my bag was full. I literally could not put any more in without ripping like either the bag or some comics. And that's when I came upon like a certain series, and like Kona just flashed in my head because I just got to the Dark Hawks. I was like, like, man, I would have grabbed some.
I need the drop, man. I need the drop.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Sorry, man, I'm slipping. That's true. I was sitting there going through all those books. I came across some Dark Hawks, and all I heard in my head was
The yin to Darkhawk's yang.
Absolutely.
I saw some Sleepwalker books when I was digging through Dollar Comics.
I did do those too.
Yeah.
Now I got a well, at least for the purposes of this show. I mean, I did get some Justice League, like those like late 80s, early 90s ones, you know, like Justice League International, Justice League Europe. I got a bunch of those.
Oh yeah.
I did get a Justice League International cover. It's like, I haven't read it yet, but it's Lobo and Guy Gardner, you know, who would have thunk it?
Oh, wow.
And basically Lobo holding Guy Gardner by the shirt and Guy Gardner just crying. I think I don't know if it's like when he hit his head and he was like all like, you know.
Oh, Mr. Sensitive? Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
I got a bunch of those. I got some old pre-crisis like action comics. Got some Wonder Woman. I did get some. Oh, what did I get? Damn, I should have just brought the whole stack up. Like I said, it's it's huge.
It's a huge stack.
I think it's early Marvel Comics Presents.
Oh, those are awesome.
Oh yeah, there's like a bunch of them, like Colossus and Black Panther in it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
2 Secret Defenders issues.
We don't talk about Secret Defenders, though, right?
I know. I haven't read them. I'm almost afraid to. A couple Elektra issues. Yeah. Nice little.
Nice haul.
Oh yeah. Like I said, I got the free comic book day issues. So yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, I was gonna get them anyway, but I'm like, wait, Spider-Man one has a prologue for the upcoming Penn Rally stuff. Damn it, I'm in.
Sold.
So, you guys been watching or reading anything of interest?
Oh, caught up on Superman and Lois.
Oh yeah, do you like it?
Yeah, it's
Dude, like the Eradicator. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I feel like it's we haven't started Stargirl yet, but
Yeah, the first
yeah.
the first one of season 2 just dropped on Tuesday. So, oh, did you guys watch the first episode of What If?
That's
I
we
did.
haven't watched it either. Oh, you're ahead of me, man.
I know, for once.
It's a quick watch, Will. It's only like 33 minutes, I think.
Yeah.
That was my only problem with it. I was like, man, they could have made this a little longer, but it was good.
Mhm.
Cool. We'll have to watch that.
I don't know if they're all going to be that short, but yeah, it's only 33 minutes. So yes, Captain Carter.
Mm-hmm.
Do they preview what else is coming up or?
Not. I don't think on there, but I did hear. I think next week is the one about what if T'Challa became Star-Lord or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Is I don't know if episode 3 is the Loki one. I think I don't know if it's like what if Loki was banished to Earth instead of Thor or something. There's a zombie one coming up at some point. So that was about these zombies. But no, it was good. Like I said, I just wish it would have been a little longer. But Peggy Carter getting the serum, and I mean, things didn't stray too far off the thing. Got a lot of the same voice actors, but no Chris Evans.
Yeah. And the actor that they got was referred to as skinny Steve Rogers, which is kind of cool.
Yes. Well, I guess maybe it was hard to track down Chris Evans because I do hear he's in hiding now.
Chris Evans can get it all day, every day.
What did you think about the Watcher kind of being portrayed almost like what's his name? He had like the stars behind him. You didn't see his skin or anything. He was kind of portrayed as the living. Is it the living tribute? No, eternity.
Eternity.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was just like a visual thing to like show people like, oh look, he's all cosmic,
But they did it at the beginning and the end. I don't know. It was just
yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that was just like I don't know if they told them to do that or if that was just the animator being like, yeah, let's do that. But I'm just wondering if like had he still been alive, would Stan Lee have been the Watcher?
I don't know. I can imagine that voice. Excelsior! I will not interfere with anything.
Face forward to the universe, true believers.
Excelsior!
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, he was kind of talking to them. What movie was that? Guardians of the Galaxy. There was one where he was talking to the Watchers. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't think it. Yeah. So Willie said you didn't see Stargirl, which was pretty good. Like I said, Jade shows up at the end. Oh, I don't know if you guys are watching it or not, but they dropped the first 3 episodes of Titans season 3 on Thursday.
Yeah, I have not watched it. I did hear there's a lot of wows after the 3rd episode.
What?
Something goes down. I don't know.
TVMA, lots of language. They do the Red Hood thing, so
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, they get like right to that crowbar right in the first 5 minutes. So
Okay.
oh yeah, there's some twists and turns. Yes. Oh yeah, at the end of this episode 3. Oh yeah, something big happens.
Yeah.
But no, that's good. I mean, I've liked them more than I think I've liked the first 2 seasons. But yeah, they dropped 3. I was like, wow. I didn't think anyone was doing that anymore. Oh, and then I guess Star Trek Lower Decks came back, but I didn't watch that yet.
Oh, I didn't know that was back either.
I know we went like 2020. There was really like nothing, and all of a sudden it seems like a lot's coming back because everything's back. Back.
Sorta.
Yeah. I mean, on TV.
Yeah.
No. Did anybody check out the Suicide Squad yet?
Not yet.
No, not yet. No.
Giant alien starfish. Will, I thought I'd give you your homework.
I know. I need to. I'm
HBO.
busy. I'm sorry. Gotta watch that.
Just some of it's so ridiculous. It's great. All right, we ready to jump into these 2 issues?
Speaking of ridiculous.
Oh,
Yeah, right.
yeah. This first one doesn't have a big synopsis, but I believe the annual has like a pretty good one. So,
Yeah.
all right, let's get to Green Lantern, Volume 3, of course, number 43 from July 1993. We're like 5 months from Emerald Twilight, William.
I know. We're getting close.
And even less here. Perilous Nativity. Writers Gerard Jones and Steve Mattson.
I don't know who. I think I've heard the name, but I don't remember what else he's done.
Yeah, with 2 S's. Oh wait, there's a link here. Let me see. Oh wait. So it's saying he was a writer, cover artist, colorist. So he might have been an artist too. It just says he's a writer. It says he worked for DC Comics. I'm not seeing a list of like. Oh wait. Wonder if oh no, I guess he wrote some Superboy stuff in the 90s. Okay, well, besides this issue, it looks like he just wrote a bunch of Superboy stuff in the 90s.
Okay.
So maybe that's where you know the name from.
I loved Superboy in the 90s. I was big time into it.
The jacket.
After the death of Superman. He was my favorite of the Superman replacements.
It had some awesome art by like Tom Grummett, I think. And Carl Kessel, I think, was the inker. Yeah, it was an awesome book.
Oh yeah, I got a bunch of 90s Aquaman too, and I think the Superboy's in one of those. And I'll have to see if I can squeeze. I think I got an issue of Aquaman 2, Cal Rayner's in it. So. Oh, this Steve Mattson, I guess he was like a colorist too, because it's saying he must did some coloring on the upcoming issue 50, 51, 49, 50, 51, looks like 54, 55, number 0. So I guess he was an artist, then I guess maybe then he started writing, I guess.
I don't know. Interesting.
But yeah, I guess he did a bunch of covers too that's saying like for Green Arrow, Justice League, Dark Stars. So I don't know. Maybe Jones was like showing him the ropes of writing. Maybe.
Who knows? This really felt like a fill-in issue.
Oh, yeah,
big time. Yeah.
I mean, and a lot of them have kind of felt that way too, though. So this was just even more magnified, I guess.
So do you think things were maybe they hadn't decided on Emerald Twilight, but were things kind of in the air?
I don't know. I mean, we still have good old oregano or oregano or whatever you want to call it, right?
Oregano.
Being mentioned this issue.
Ergo.
But I mean, I guess it serves to kind of move some things along, but it just feels so. It's also a really quick read too. I mean, the panels per page are pretty low, and it just kind of flies right by, and you're like, wait, what did I just read?
But okay, pencilers Claude St. Aubin and Mark Bright. Inkers, Dave Cockrum, John Lowe, and Carlos Garzon. Colorist Anthony Tollin, letterer Albert de Guzman, editor Kevin Dooley and Eddie Berganza. All right. Like I said, this synopsis is kind of short, but the other one's a little bit more to it. Eddie comes to Earth with his bride to escape the LaRue and find Hal Jordan. That's the synopsis.
That's it. Wow. That's an itty bitty synopsis.
But yeah, I mean, this thing is very weird. Like you're saying, it seems like a fill-in issue. Just then the whole scene with like Tom and Hal at the beginning is, he's like, why are you saying Darkest Night? It wasn't it Blackest Night?
Yeah.
And he's like, I guess I'm just trying to be politically correct. And Tom's like, well, what have you been calling me for years?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah.
So I guess so was the oregano making him woke?
I don't know. I do not know.
Or was it making him racist and now he's waking up?
Now he's waking up. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, no. Oh, headcanon. Parallax is racist.
There you go. Yeah. Because it's based on fear. Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
God, then these aliens come and they like grab Hal's battery.
Yeah, there's an armada in space, and it's kind of wacky.
And we see Carol in Coast City, which we'll get to in the annual.
We get there. So when we get there, I do want to talk about his power battery.
Okay, yes. And then Eddie arrives with his bride, and I haven't seen you since Green Lantern 106.
106, editor's note.
Hey, another book from long ago.
Exactly that. Absolutely, probably only the writer cared about.
And hey, those little blooms in her hair look just like you when we first met.
Exactly.
Flash 238. So yeah, Eddie goes to take care of the alien armada supposedly, and Hal's supposed to take care of his pregnant wife. Oh Lord. So I guess she's saying how she met Eddie, and I guess Green Lantern Corps Quarterly number 5.
Wow.
Editors know the page, kids.
Yeah.
So he had just charged his. So he's on the clock now. 24 hours.
Got a 24-hour charge. Yeah, but then these aliens try to grab his battery. He grabs back the ring, and it basically pulls apart and explodes. So that's what I was like, was this part going to be part of something else, or was the writing on the wall here? So they were like, we can blow up his battery.
I don't know if
for another 12 years.
Yeah. I don't know if the writing was on the wall, but it was maybe something that they said, we blew it up for maybe a different reason.
Yeah.
But hey, we're going to use that totally for this reason, in 48.
Yeah. Because he never gets like a replacement one before Emerald Twilight, but I'm like, even in like Trinity and like he's talking to the Guardians. Why you can't say, hey, can I have another battery?
Yeah, and this all happens in 24 hours. I mean, this all happens in 24 hours.
Yeah,
really?
I mean, we'll get there next episode, or sometime the next 2 episodes. But it's like in Trinity, I think either in the beginning or the end, is he like, I'll try to bum a charge on somebody else's battery. It's like, why don't you just ask the Guardians for another one?
And don't they know that yours was destroyed?
Yeah.
Even if they, it's just like, aren't they the ones who built those? And two, they just rebuilt the giant one on Oa. You don't think they can rebuild the small one?
Yeah. Can he borrow Gnort's battery? He's not really using it.
Yeah.
Thank God we transported Dr. Light to the big one on Oa, man. Jeez.
Yeah.
Are there off-brand batteries? Like the generic iPhone chargers you get at CVS when you forget yours at home. Yeah.
Now, I mean, ultimately, I think one of the things that comes from Emerald Twilight is that the 24-hour charge thing goes away, and it's like a gas tank. It's got a certain amount of energy in it, and
charge it until you use up all the energy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. What? Yeah. This is once we get that,
right.
I like the 24-hour charge is done. Yeah.
Yeah. And because I just read last week, I went ahead and reread all the Grant Morrison, Liam Sharp issues, and I love the scene where the Guardians have put Hal next to Controller Mu. Sorry, those are spoilers here for an issue that's only 2 years old at this point. Okay, and he's about to destroy the universe, but they throw the entire power of the battery behind Hal in his ring, and Hal's able to save everybody, save the universe, and they even say rings went dim in the universe. I'm like, he can't handle the charge of one battery. Coming up, he's able to handle the entire battery.
If they're worried about getting corrupted again, but yes, yes, Controller Mu.
Or Mew, I guess. I don't know.
But yeah, all this energy comes out of the battery, and he has to try to contain it, but it's too much.
Yeah.
You're gonna get the orbit. And, oh hey, look, here's an invading alien armada I can use it on.
Yeah, let's do that.
Because
how convenient.
I mean, it give Iddy a hard time.
Oh, and if you blink, you missed it. Marvox was in the very beginning of this issue.
Oh yes, on the view screen, yeah. Or no, yeah. Because I guess is this alien armada and they take off? He's like, oh, it must be another part of it's gonna give somebody else a problem.
I wonder where they're going.
So yeah, like Hal's fighting this armada is like a giant energy construct.
Yeah.
I know. Hey, Olivia Reynolds, getting out of the hospital.
Tom's asking questions.
Yeah. I have a question about something called oregano. Yes, she's allergic to oregano.
That's right. Get the EpiPen. Get the EpiPen.
Yeah. She might, as long as she doesn't develop an arugula heartbeat.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's right, kids. Macklin will pepper those jokes all through the episode.
Nice.
So yeah, a lot of it's just Cal and Iddy fighting this armada.
Yeah, artwork is cool, and there's a kind of a motley crew of various characters that make up the armada. Mm-hmm. All of which I'm mostly unfamiliar with. I don't know if these are pre-established aliens that have bumped heads with the core in the past, but there's random space baddies. I don't know.
Yeah, they didn't look familiar to me. Were they familiar to you, Phil?
No. Not at all.
Yeah.
But
yeah, maybe.
Well, I just love how they're talking about the babies, and he's like, "Wait a minute, won't they all turn into calcium-sucking blobs? It was hard enough controlling Iddy," and they're like, "Oh, this won't happen for 4,000 years."
You're fine. It'll be. This is fine. This is fine.
You'll be able to have a nervous breakdown and be back, no problem.
Yeah.
And then He's like, okay, so I have less than 24 hours to build this area for them in space and then figure out how to recharge my ring. Go ask the Guardians for a battery.
Fly to Oa? I mean, come on.
Exactly. Or maybe like stick around another Green Lantern for a while.
Yeah.
Yo, Kilowog. I need a hand.
Can't you borrow Jon Stewart's battery? He's on Oa. Can he charge right off that main battery?
Yeah, or perhaps charge off him. Spoilers.
Right.
Something. And just be like, hey, Masters, can I get a new battery? All right. So, Kona, what did you think?
I mean, we kind of touched on it. It felt very random, especially from where the last issue left off. I was like, what's this at the comic book store incidents? I feel like it didn't really touch on any of that. And, we learned a little about these weird and very intricate, the mating process of these intergalactic psychic communicating blob things. And that, Hal Jordan is not ready to be a father, but he doesn't have to worry about that for a few thousand years of keeping track of these weird little starfish babies. So, yeah, I don't know. It was fine. I mean, I like the artwork. Like I said, it was kind of a fun flip through issue, but it wasn't mandatory really in the chronology of the Green Lantern series for a newbie such as myself. Yeah.
I wonder if they had to kill a month because like our big crossovers coming next month. So it's like
Maybe.
So what you think, William?
I agree with Matt. I mean, I thought the art was pretty good, and it did seem like a really quick read, and not much happened. I mean, yeah, Hal loses his battery, but that seems like a really no-brainer, easy fix. And I'm just thinking, okay, so this issue, the annual, and all of Trinity, and number 47, all happen within 24 hours?
No, because I think, like I said, I think rereading through Trinity, I can't remember if it's at the beginning or the end, but at some point in Trinity, I think he says something like, before I leave, I'm going to like bum a charge off somebody,
Okay.
Another Green Lantern. I think it was at the end. So yeah, I just think this issue, the annual, and Trinity, we get it, and then I think 46, 47, it was
It's a busy day, man. It's a busy day.
And 48.
Yeah.
Because we see at the end of 48 where he grabs a charge from.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
All right, so should we get to this annual? I know Will's chomping at the bit.
Oh, yeah. I am too. I liked it. Yeah.
Were you familiar with Bloodlines, Matt?
Only I've seen them flipping through, but I've never read them all.
Basically, they're
a dollar bin stalwart, that's for sure.
Yeah, and everybody's annual that year, all the DC characters, these alien parasites basically come to Earth and they like feed on like people's like spinal fluid or whatever, and it's like they either kill the person or if they have the metagene, they like wake up with powers. So
yeah.
So did this come with like a trading card, or am I thinking of a Marvel annuals?
I don't think these did. I'm trying to remember. It's been so long. I don't think.
I've never seen a bag. I've never seen a bagged one, but I definitely would have if that was in my bin digging.
Yeah, I think that was just a Marvel thing, just because I think at a certain point they got like
they owned a trading card company too.
Yeah. That was an extra. I think they did that more than one. Well, they did it on annuals one year. Then they do that with like an X-Men event too, and it's like.
Didn't X-Force come with polybagged with 1 of 5 different trading cards? X-Force number 1.
Of course, I got a Deadpool one. That was hot a few months ago.
And then what was it, like Executioner Song? I think like every issue of that came with like a card or something. Yeah.
It did. Yep.
And then the annuals one year I think came with one when they introduced their new characters.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, but there is one thing that I think good that came out of Bloodlines that, if I remember correctly, I think Hitman was. I think that, and then that book was just an awesome book. Just inspired lunacy for 4 years, I guess. It ran like close to 50, I think, or something
like that. I just remember JLA number 5 when they're doing the recruitment drive and Hitman comes in and they're like, "Yeah, we don't think you're the perfect fit." And they're like, "Yeah, well, let's show you to the teleport room." He's like, "No, he's like, no, that's fine." He's like, "I got to sit in a room for 5 minutes with Wonder Woman and my X-ray vision. I'm cool, dude."
Yeah, right.
Yeah, what was it? So he had X-ray vision. Didn't he have like telepathy or something, or like he could read minds or something? I think.
I can't remember what it was. I need to go back and read some of those issues. Those are some good issues.
Yeah, kids. Imagine if the Punisher wore a trench coat and had like X-ray vision and like could read people's minds.
Yeah. You know what the monsters reminded me of? The it's a very specific memory, but the inside or the insert to the Guns N' Roses "Appetite for Destruction" album had like this weird monster killing a lady or something. But that's what it reminded me of.
I think these guys were designed by Arthur Adams, if I remember right.
Oh.
There was the second. Let's see. There was a set of cards I think that had them on it, if I remember right. I don't know what I'm thinking of.
Oh yeah, when we get done with this, I can it lists all the annuals that year. Yeah.
I put the link to the picture I'm talking of in the chat comment. I don't know. It's a little bit different, but that's just like the first thing that's stuck out.
First
to me.
thing that popped into your mind.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can. I was gonna say I can even share this on the video. I think. Let's see.
There is a little square of it that's maybe not safe for work, but it's a cartoon. It's a comic. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. There you go.
Guns N' Roses.
Which is also the reason that I had to miss last Tuesday or Tuesday before. I went to go to that rock concert date night. I have long hair, so I was obligated to go see Guns N' Roses at Fenway Park. So,
See, the boy couldn't commit. He had to listen to the rock and roll music.
Yeah. Standing up for 2.5 hours is not fun, but it was all right. Pretty good time. There's good people watching, that's for sure.
All right, so should we dive into this annual?
Yeah.
All right, so Green Lantern annual number 2, August 1993. Writer Gerard Jones. So sometimes you can't get the regular writer to do the annual. Nope, he's all over it.
Yep. And I think we've talked about it in the past, but DC annual is very different than Marvel annuals because it's all one big story, not a bunch of short stories and pinups and stuff.
Oh yeah, especially this year. I think it worked in. I think they all worked into the regular continuity because like even the Batman ones were like the beginning of Nightfall. So like I think Bruce Wayne was in the first one, but the rest were like Azrael was Batman. So
yeah,
cool.
And I think it was during Reign of the Supermen too. So like each book had like a different Superman. One of the Supermen in it.
Yeah.
Writer Gerard Jones, penciler Mitch Bird, inker Dan Davis, colorist Steve Matson. So the co-writer on the last one is the colorist here. Letterer Albert de Guzman, editor Kevin Dooley, and Eddie Berganza. Title of this story: Where the Boys Are.
Yeah, kind of an odd title, but
Didn't we decide they were at the Guns N' Roses concert? All right, here we go. Nice synopsis here. An alien parasite, Lissek, is in Coast City feeding on human prey. In a hospital, after draining most of the residents of their spinal fluids, She preys on paraplegic former athlete Nick Mayak. Later, to his surprise, Mayak finds himself not only still alive, but his legs have completely healed. He immediately leaves the hospital to go find his family. Hal Jordan, hearing about the recent brutal serial killings, comes back to Coast City for Carol Ferris. He begins investigating the killings as Green Lantern. Not worried about that 24-hour charge at all. Nick excitedly comes home to his family and finds them all brutally slaughtered by the very same alien. Distraught, he seeks vengeance, and not wanting the police to botch it, he decides to don his own costume and seek it out for himself. He goes to question his next-door neighbor, Mr. Douglas, whose wife was also murdered, but instead finds an entire household of mutated husbands, men whom Lysick had turned into her physically enhanced, nearly rabid mental slaves. They hack his arm off with a meat cleaver and chase him into an alleyway. Mayak is surprised to find his arm grow back completely, and although he attempts to fight off the mutant widowers, he is at an immense fighting disadvantage until Green Lantern shows up on the scene. Should have been like, what are you doing here? I could have taken these guys with one hand tied behind my back. Where's that? Together, they are forced to flee the scene and decide it's best to tackle the problem at its source. They finally track the carnage down to Carol Ferris's friend's house, where she had been taking refuge after an earlier attack. Although Lysick claims another life, Nightblade and Green Lantern arrive in time to begin battling her. Reverting to her human form, Lysick uses her powers of lust and seduction to overpower Hal Jordan's mind. You look good enough. It don't take much. Briefly causing him to fall in love with her. But Mayak, somehow immune to her charms, is able to sway Jordan, and the two of them fight her off. Although Jordan offers Nightblade the opportunity to be his partner as another Green Lantern, or they just, at the end of the movie, say, Stewart for giving out rings. Now Hal Jordan's like, oh, hey, you want a ring?
Here you go.
Yeah.
I don't have any battery, not even for myself, but here, you want a ring, kid?
Yeah, he's like proposing after a one-night stand. Come on.
After just telling Aricia, who was a Green Lantern, no.
Yeah.
Guess he's like, the kid's indestructible as it is.
Yeah.
But Nightblade declines, saying he doesn't want something as restrictive at the present time. He's going to Los Angeles, or Limbo, because we'll never see him again, where he knows some people other than his recently deceased family, but he promises Hal Jordan that he'll consider taking up his offer in the future. Hal's not going to be around, kid.
Yeah. And
we're not going to be around at all.
And neither is he. So there you go.
I'm going to say, yeah.
Oh, no, there was, I was doing a little quick reading on that. It looks like that they spun 7 series out of this, I think.
Well, you said Hitman. What else did they?
Sorry.
Here we go. Yeah. Anima,
Mhm.
Argus, Blood Pack, Gunfire, Hitman, Loose Cannon, and Cyber Rats.
Yeah,
There we go.
the ratio of cool names is a little low. Nightblade I didn't mind, although the brainstorming session to make was kind of funny. Dark Avenger, boring, or is it yawn or something? I don't know.
Oh, Hitman got 61 issues.
Damn.
I mean, if you would ask me for the life of me, I wouldn't have. Gunfire got 14. That's even more unbelievable.
Gunfire.
I know, yeah. The Cyber Rats got like a 3-issue limited series. Loose Cannon got 4-issue limited series. It basically looks like a Blue Hulk with a blonde.
This whole issue is a very sexual in nature. Very,
Yes.
Pushing the comics code to. This might be an M in today's comics, you know.
I know, man. That alien woman was like trying to slip Hal a tentacle or something.
I don't think those are tentacles.
I mean, and the art's by, I think, Mitch Bird, who's a really, I think this is some of his earliest art, but he's really, really good.
Yeah, no, I dug the art. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I guess from the cover of Blood Pack, it looks like Nightblade showed up here, but it lasted four issues. March to June 1995.
And I was reading this 1993 or 94. Marvel was already putting out their third set of the trading cards, and DC was like, okay, here's the DC Cosmic Teams, here's Bloodlines, here's the Return of Superman, and here is Batman the Animated Series.
Yeah.
Cards everywhere.
Oh my god.
I think this was around the same time that a lot of Image books had the word blood in them too. You know,
Mm-hmm.
blood, young blood, and I don't know.
There you go. Those are the best set of Marvel cards right there, especially card number 2 right there.
Right, kid. Quasar, number 2. Right behind Spider.
Wow.
That card was by Greg Capullo and inked by Harry Candelario, and I believe Paul Mounts. Did Paul Mounts color all those? I don't know. I can't remember for sure, but
If you want to find out, kids, you could always visit the Quantum Zone at Quantum.
That's right. You could.
You should.
All right. So, yeah. More thoughts on this issue?
I mean, Hal took a back seat, but I was kind of shocked at how ineffective he was. You know, wouldn't he ask the Ring, hey, what is this thing? Hey, what's going on with these dudes that look like mutants? You know,
It seems like him. It seems like him and the Ring are on talking terms anymore.
I mean, it looked
Battery fallout. I don't know.
it looked like the issue looked really nice. It just doesn't make a lot of sense, but
Yeah, it was kind of like I could tell. I don't know. There was a lot of. It was like a horror movie with Green Lantern thrown into it, in comic book form, of course. You know, it was probably around the time after Alien 3 had come out, and I think it was pre-Independence Day. But there was just this. And maybe Species had just come out. This was kind of like that, sexy alien and making husbands forget about their murdered wives.
I don't think it would be. Maybe it was around this time, or just a couple of years later, where Stormwatch would cross over with aliens, and most of the team would get killed by aliens. That was kind of what led into the Authority.
Wow.
You know, it's actually a really good issue, but I liked a lot of the characters that got aliened.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I mean, and again, I don't know if they know Emerald Twilight's coming yet or not, because I'm like, in the next 2 weeks, we'll see. It seemed like in Trinity, it seemed like they had a lot more stuff coming, but then but I mean, look at tonight. What did we go over? He loses his power battery. Then at the end of the annual, he's like, hey, Carol, let's go back to Montoya Bay. She's like, nah, I'm going to stay here.
yeah.
See?
And I think there were other plans for Green Lantern for Hal.
Yeah.
At 50, I think I remember reading an interview after the fact that regardless, after 50, Hal was like out of the book. So, but he was going to go off as a renegade or something, because that's never been done, right? Wait, are we up to like 8 times now? Whatever.
Well, I was going to say, what are you going to do? Give him a yellow ring?
Yeah. No, I think he was going to. I don't know how they were going to pull it off.
Oh, he's going to become a Dark Star.
Who knows? I may have to do some research to see if I can find some of those articles around Emerald Twilight, but
that's interesting. So they were just going to kick him out of the Corps, but I guess Ron Mars came in and was like, nah, it's just nuke it all.
I think I don't know. I don't know that was Mars's decision. I think that may have been editorial. We're going to turn Hal as a villain. There's no going back after this for a decade anyway.
Yeah.
There's no going back on this.
But again, we just like burn everything down, and it's just like, okay, we got one man, one ring. That's it.
Yep. And I have to say, there were the treating the ring like it has a gas tank. I like that a lot better than, oh, you can do whatever you want for 24 hours. You have unlimited power.
Yeah, exactly.
But at 1 second, it goes.
or even the more ridiculous premise. It's like, say you don't use the ring for 24 hours, then it's just gonna shut off, and you have to recharge it again after 24 hours.
Well, I think, what was it, the story that Wade wrote in the Green Lantern Quarterly, where he's like, take me back in time, not enough power. I do this, do this. Finally, he just takes it off and throws it at the thing, and it, breaks it, which I thought was an awesome little.
Yeah, because once you treat it like a gas tank, like, once we get past rebirth, those rings are like, oh, you got 20% power left. You got,
Yep.
It'll tell you exactly how much is in there.
And that's something I think probably wasn't really. I don't know if it had been feasible to do it, at this time. But once you get digital lettering, you get to do cool things like, the rings have a certain font and a certain, background that has their, percentages in it. You get to give characters different font styles and have them,
or like the logos like pop off the chest and stuff.
Yeah.
But no, besides the 24-hour charge, once we hit Emerald Twilight, we get rid of that yellow weakness also.
That's true. Yes.
Pretty much.
But that does come back, though, for after Rebirth, when it really is, it only affects newbies,
Yeah.
To be invulnerable to fear, you have to know it or something. I can't remember.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to give it a little extra willpower, but yeah. So, yeah, kids, after next couple weeks, we're not going to be able to hit any of them over the head with a yellow lamp or anything, or lock them in a yellow safe, nothing.
Or a banana,
The gorillas.
Yeah.
The Flash's boot.
Joe's ring, I think, in Far Sector is special. It's different than the standard rings.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Doesn't it like recharge itself, but you have to give it enough time,
Yeah, or something like that. I need to go. I want to. Has 12 come out of Far Sector? Or just 11?
Yeah, no, 12's out.
12's out? I don't think I may not have it yet then. So I need to, when it gets in, I need to go back and I want to reread that whole thing. That's a good series.
Yeah, me too.
And we're totally talking about everything except this issue, aren't we?
Well, again, what happened? It's like, again, that first one felt like filler, and then Bloodlines. Yeah. It's like, it's Bloodlines. It's pure 90s.
It's peak 90s, isn't it?
And I guess they had the that alien try to seduce Hal, because it's like, otherwise it's like, was there really any danger? Couldn't he have just bubbled up anything he's found in this annual?
Shh, that's a Quasar trick. Shh.
But yeah, I mean, I went through every annual: Lobo, all the Supermans, all the Batmans, the Flash.
I mean, even the synopsis that you read, it really deals with mostly just stuff at the end. There wasn't any. I mean, there's just. It's basically just like a killing spree happens throughout. A sexy killing spree.
I mean, most of them are pretty bloody, but yeah, this one really seemed like a horror movie,
Yeah. It says it was an introductory crossover that ran through DC's superhero annuals and concluded with a 2-issue Bloodbath miniseries. I guess it was a bloodbath.
I was going to say, wasn't that the alternate title of Emerald Twilight?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just looking to see if there's any more notes on these.
It looks like 60. Hitman ran 60 issues.
Mm-hmm.
From 96 to 2001 by Garth Ennis and John McRae.
But yeah, I thought, like you said, 40 some. I would have bet the farm it would have been something like that. No, I didn't think he hit 60.
Yeah. But he did, apparently. So that's pretty awesome. That's 5 years.
So it's good long run. So I was going to say, in the 90s, I think Deathstroke hit around 60 issues. So he got about as many issues as Deathstroke.
And that's as many as we got with Quasar, right?
I know. That seemed
crazy, right?
I guess that was the magic number in the 90s, man. He hit 6.
Yeah.
If you weren't one of the a Batman or a Spider-Man, it's 60.
One of the A-listers.
Yeah.
All right.
We said all we had to say.
Uh-huh.
All right, so here, I'm pretty sure, let me double check here. 99.9% shorts Trinity, so. Again, kids, yes, so next 2 weeks we'll be breaking Trinity up into 2 parts because it's 8 issues total, so. Check, yes, part 1 next week from Trinity number 1, Green Lantern 44, Legion 9357, and Dark Stars number 11. And then, then in 2 weeks, part 2, Green Lantern 45, Legion 9358, Dark Stars 12, and Trinity number 2 wraps it up.
Cool. And this is in the days when Trinity was a Green Lantern thing, not Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a couple Trinities in that crossover, which we'll get. Yes, and then in 3 weeks we'll talk some Reign of the Supermen.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I threw 2 Superman issues on there, including the return.
Nice.
All right, so lots coming, kids, including Emerald Twilight will be here before you know it. Email us your thoughts, capesandlunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember to follow Sector 2814 on Facebook and Twitter. Go join the Book of Oa, our Facebook fan group. Find links to all the various social medias for all the shows. Links to this YouTube channel if you want to see the Guns N' Roses cover art. Links to the Patreon, links to merch, links to everything all in one place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/capesandlunatics. And please remember, support all things Southgate Media Group at southgatemediagroup.com. Go subscribe to the Southgate Media Group YouTube channel and the Patreon. And also, it helps go pick up Pod Life, the book, now in digital and paperback. When you get down on Amazon, use the link to Southgate Media Group right down there in the show notes. Help us support this show, the network, and that fluid-sucking alien himself, Rob Mack.
Make it rain, so says Master Doom. Please kick me in the pants. Mark my words.
All right, Matt Kona, where can people find you rocking out?
I'm on social media at Matt Kona, and as my tour guide alter ego, Max Martial Arts at MMA BDT. So, all around.
When he gives me his bone,
Give me your bone.
Whoa!
Suck it, Lilith.
See you later, Bunky.
Will Allred, Master of the Core, Master of their Quantum Zone, Crossover Division, Diary of Night. Where can people find you and all your things?
You can find me at Wallred. That's at WALLRED at Gmail and Twitter and Facebook and probably Instagram. You can find self-published book Crossover Division, where I am writer, and amazing art by Pablo Martinena at crossoverdivision.com. And you can find Diary of Night at diaryofnight.com with amazing art by Gene Gonzalez. And if you want to know more about Quasar, you can always head over to the Quantum Zone, quantumzone.org.
I'll put it in my navel.
Hey, boys, you look at the party? I love the party.
Oh, we had something with tentacles in it this time. I can't believe you didn't play that one.
Oh,
I don't think those are tentacles.
well, that too. No, that's right. Oh, yeah, you have a Macona. I think we'll take the OG drop.
Sparkly quantum.
Tentacles?
I don't know, maybe like 4 inches.
5 inches, maybe.
All right, kids. Thanks for joining us. Come back. Again, next 2 weeks is all Trinity.
All Trinity, all the time.
Dark Stars. Legion with Lobo. Although Lobo will be preoccupied. Bunch of shiny 90s covers. That's not anything on Trinity 1 and 2. I think Wade writes those Legion issues, I'm pretty sure. But we'll find out next time.
That's right.
But until then, watch your necks.